What's up everybody, how's it going? It's Burke, aka Dansweight here, and welcome back to another premiere episode of the Final Fantasy X Masters mod by Karifean. Please remember to hit the like button and show the video some love, and I hope you guys had plenty of fun in the chat. Let's get going with this week's episode. But those two agilities are just absolutely killing me. Can't wait until Kimari gets some more agility. So, we should have some more NPCs here that could give us some stuff. Like this person. Thank you. Take everything we can get, and still don't have much. I think that might be it. Let this person come to us as well. And then there's another... It's that Durran guy over there. Okay. I mean, if anything, this saves me money at the shops. So this is still looking much better now. I think what I might do, so I don't have to do this again, was to auto-save there, but we've lost the opportunity now. Right, we have 2 turns available. What's the best plan of action here? Again, the problem is when we have, say... You know what? I'm actually going to use something from him. It's probably still not even powerful enough to take out the elemental, but let's see.
Allow me.
If Mighty Guard had haste, I would have used that instead, but let's just get rid of this guy ASAP. Caused me too many problems. There we go. So we should hopefully have just about enough MP to see this through. So I think I'm going to use this as Auroch's Reels practice.
Now I'm mad.
See what we can do. Nope. Yeah, I have no idea with this one. I'm going to try a bit of Slayer here. And we'll try some... of that. Again, I think for these like long extended periods, I really need to make the best use of my overdrive modes. I think that might actually be already it. Yeah. And we got ambushed. Wow. This is already terrible, but we can bring in Waka. We can at least try and slow one of them down. They got 2 attacks in each. Just too many statuses, man. Everything does like multiple statuses. Like, there's absolutely nothing I can do here. This is just purely bad luck. You start the fight so far on the back foot that... I don't know what you're supposed to do with that. It's a massive drain on your resources. I can't Isuna. Let's see. Let's at least get rid of this guy. But yeah, Mihen Highroad is where things really kick off. I mean,
Oh yeah.
this place is truly brutal. almost every single enemy here hits you with some kind of status effect. Especially when you get ambushed, you're already miles behind. Absolutely miles behind.
Light shines strong, our woe be gone.
I'm just worried that this guy's gore, I think, might still hit, even under darkness, so I'm going to try and power break anyway. Okay.
Sit back and watch.
I'm going to rely on my dark touch here. Poison usually works well against this guy because he has so much HP, but this time the darkness didn't work, of course. Yeah, now someone's going to die. Might as well heal, just in case we get away with it here. It is power broken, so maybe it helps. 261. Okay. Since everyone's on Slayer now, I think I definitely want Yuna to have a full overdrive.
Back in the fray.
Nah, it's going to kill itself. So I need someone who can at least benefit here, so I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, someone needs those overdrives.
Yeah.
Just thinking, they all seem relatively likely to be able to kill something. I think Yuna... Yuna will kill the one eye, but other than that, she probably won't kill anything, so maybe she's better off with Victor. I'm going to keep Waka off the front line as well, as much as I don't want to. Just because he can literally come in and silence or darkness something that could be very useful for us. But he just has such little HP right now. Oh man. I'd rather he just got KO'd every round. We just have one more stretch to go here though, at least. I feel like against boss battles you're a bit more likely to kind of just find a way and kind of figure it out, but...
Be quiet.
Okay. No choice here, gotta heal. Obviously, because Auron has darkness, he's not going to be able to get the counter. Yeah. Here, we can at least... Ah, nice, we already have it equipped. That's something.
Oh
Rid
yeah.
of him. Get this guy out ASAP. Okay, 90. I think I can do it with that. Of course, because he has the ice brand, he's going to heal it. Can anyone benefit here? Not really.
Sit back and watch. Yeah.
So no poison or darkness there. Excellent. Just what we want to see. Halves water, but doesn't matter. Okay, good evasion. Like, the way it's been going, I'm going to use eye drops with Auron, and then its next attack is going to hit Auron. That's how it seems to be kind of programmed. Let's see. Kimari. Okay, good. So I don't know if I've just been getting bad RNG or not, but whatever the case.
That's how it's done.
Really need to make a push for the finish here. Oh! Excellent. A lifeline. I still think I'll go with this team. Don't know if I should equip Walker back with this again now. Honestly. She only has 8 MP left. I think that helps him at least survive 1 attack, so... I have to really just juggle around everything here, every time. Just to be as prepared as I can be. Finally a preemptive, wow.
Don't break any bones, old man.
Alright. I think it's still best to use a cure on this guy. We should. Okay. Full overdrive 2. I'm kind of keeping these as like get me out of jail situations. Okay. There should be a Slayer. Nice. Okay, we still have a chance here of making it to the end. Okay. Darren! Nice, thank you. I can buy some more potions with that. That's basically all I can buy at this stage. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, I really need to get to the end now. Come on, lads. Still think I'll go for this. If Titus gets KO'd, he gets KO'd. I don't care. Yeah, I think we can manage. If only he could one-hit KO. Ugh, it's so, like, designed to just not let you have that. Counter.
Farewell.
Thank you. I'm going to change Lulu's overdrive mode so that she doesn't have to do a Slayer thing. I think that will do. Literally 4 MP. I can buy some more potions now, so... I think we'll keep it like this. Wait, was there one more bit after this? Oh, shit.
All right.
Once again, this guy.
Oh yeah.
No worries.
Literally only got 10 MP left.
Allow me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117 Yeah, we need to make sure we finish this. She only has 4 MP left, but I'm still gonna go for it here. Like 725 HP is a lot. Basically, he is saying you have to use Cure Magic. Like, you can't. Obviously, either that or Phoenix Downs, but we only have 3, so we're not doing that. Okay. This should give us a little room to breathe. Of course we used Comrade for Lulu, and this time no one took any damage in this fight, like while she was around. Of course that happened. Just so slow. Just so incredibly slow is this party. But at least for the final battle or two, there's a chance I could have some overdrives just to help me limp over the line once again. Yeah, especially the random encounters was going relatively pedestrian, but then... oh shit. Every time you trigger an extra encounter, that's also something you may very well regret. I think it is time for an overdrive. See, this better one-hit KO. I swear to God. There we go. So that was my mistake, but at least I fixed my mistake by using up an overdrive. It's going to be taken away against Chocobo Eater anyway, so might as well use it while we have it. And well, to be fair, that pushes Yuna to an overdrive as well, so good stuff. We have another get out of jail. Almost missed this lady here. Oh man, it was going so well. I feel like I gotta leave Waka's MP for a silence attack on another white elemental if it comes, because Yuna's got basically no MP left either. Why did it have to be an ambush? Why? Like, Power Break could literally take us out in one hit if it hits Tidus. Which it very well might. See, now I could have used an overdrive. And because I can't use Waka's one properly, it just doesn't help. But these two could literally take out an Aeon together as well. Pretty much. I think I don't have a choice. I have to... Let's see what happens here. I'm so close to like the next auto-save point, so I just really don't want to die now. At least it's not using Gore. That's one thing I have noticed. Alright, now we have a chance. I guess we can do that. And I guess if he uses an Ether on the field, it does heal double MP. Also worth noting. Yeah, that was not smart. I've only got 3 Ethers though, it just feels like it's not a good idea.
Let's end this.
Don't want to summon if I don't have to. But now I kind of think I have to. Mostly because this guy's just going to crunch away all of my resources. Let's do it. We won't be able to do this against the boss anyway, so do what we got to do. It's been a real slog. Mihen is always
help us?
notoriously a slog anyway, but in any kind of modded challenge run where you can't escape, it's gonna be nasty. Now, I've got to trust that it's gonna do enough damage, but just in case it doesn't, just on the small chance that it doesn't, alright, I'm going to go for it now. At least we'll get a benchmark again of how much damage Hellfire is doing. Valorfall was up to 1,500. This is probably similar. Yeah, it feels weird having to rely on this stuff, but you've seen how challenging the mod is. It's by any means necessary. 743. That's embarrassing. Yeah, you deserve to be KO'd for that. How is it then that Valorfall did so much damage? Valorfall did 1,500. Does this guy half fire damage? I think he does. I think it was the wrong one to summon. Wow. But still, regardless, like I thought, just going to power through it, doesn't matter. Wow. It just really wanted a piece of Auron. And poor Auron, he's had darkness for about 6 months. He's just stuck. Poor guy. But yeah, does it half fire damage? Let's check. If so, that's totally my mistake. It does. So that's why that happened. It's such small margins, man. You make like one slip up. Thankfully, the point of summoning it was so that I wouldn't use up too many resources. And to be honest, it's we took 500 extra damage. It would have been a lot worse if I didn't summon, so definitely was a mistake, but it could have been way more costly. So I think I'll gain back any tiny piece of HP that I can. Alright, let's finish it off. Get another overdrive. Okay. Yeah, I think we keep things like this as we crawl forward one more step, but we're still not there. You know what? This is too dangerous. I'm going to give one to him, and I'm going to leave the Una one for now. Of course, I knew we'd encounter something. At this stage, I think we're going to get a bit spammy with overdrives. So first of all, I'm gonna let me just hold on. I'll bring Titus again soon.
No problem. Check this out.
Yeah, we don't have the ice brand. Let's see how much damage it does to the elemental. I think the element's still going to get its moves off. I should have still used Waka here to silence it. Basically, that thing has to be like insta-silenced. Otherwise, yeah, 187. Okay. That's still fine. As long as we've got MP with Waka, we can always have a good chance of handling this guy. Yeah, you get plenty of time after that. But at least now I'm kind of learning more of the
Too
benchmarks.
easy.
So only 180 damage. Okay. Finally made it. Right. It's been a while since we put a save. Even getting through to this bit was a pain. Really feeling the force of the Karifean mod here. The one good thing is, what this tells me is that, like, if I refuse to sell something because I think I might need customization slots later, at least these weapons have been made very cheap. So if I want something just to have an extra customization slot, I can have it, probably. So I think for Kimari, for example, I wanted to sell this one. Just any little bonus I can get. Yeah, I mean, that's 5 potions, man. Those are the terms we have to think in now. Okay. Let's have a look. Obviously, I just want to buy potions. I think we'll go up to a whopping 5 of those. That's how I'll spend my money for now. Also, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We need to have the Rin thing first. Okay, another high potion. I want to check the simulation battle out. There was already talk about that, so I want to have a quick look. Because I had to restart, let me remember. Oh. Okay, so that's good to know. Let's bring in Kimari, because I should have got Fire Breath. But then I had to restart, so I don't know if I forgot. Okay. And there's also Self-Destruct. So we also can't flee these, right? And I always forget that Kimari has Dark Attack as well. It's so, like, out of left field that he has it now. So, quickly dispatch it here since I can't run away. But I guess it must have some poison resistance because I can't hit it very often. But I also want to Lancet on the bomb. Obviously you get nothing. When exploding, they deal their remaining amount of HP in fixed non-elemental damage to the entire party. Take them down efficiently and make good use of fire resistance. So there you go. Yeah, okay. That's what we wanted. I'm hoping it doesn't give me a game over here. Let's use a self-destruct. How much damage are we getting? This is important. Only problem is he doesn't get any experience if you win a boss battle like this. But let's find out. 5,600. So, hey. I'm not saying I'm a fan of it in terms of not having him gain experience. But hey, it's there. It can bail us out. Potentially. Alright. again, what you already kind of know about a boss, I feel like it's just less and less relevant than ever, because he could have done anything, really. He could have switched up the elements. He's almost certainly switched up the statuses, so yeah, it's very hard to say. Again, I think for me the main choice is going to be like, what do you do in terms of overdrives. I still feel like probably hasting Yuna is generally one of the best ideas here. Albed Primer, 1000 Gil, thanks bro. So he didn't give you the 2 Mega Potions. Damn you. But we can buy some more stuff. For now, I think I won't spend this 1000. I'm going to save over this. Okay, it's the start of a new session here. There was the long, grueling, and very difficult route up Mihen Highroad in the last one. But we are going to continue things on with Chocobo Eater. So I decided to end the session after basically making my preparations here. I'm gonna... Obviously, again, the overdrive modes, I'm a little bit like... I just don't know what they could really be. I feel like Warrior against bosses is just not going to work. You're just not going to do that much damage against the boss. Now, one thing you do against Chocobo Eater is like Power Break, but obviously it's like a one-time thing for him, so it's not going to be that great. I'm always, I just want to always default back to Comrade. Like, it always just feels like the safe haven, like the kind of catch-all option. Maybe Warrior for Lulu. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of damage to it with Lulu, if I had to guess. But status effects have been big in the challenge, and I assume that's going to continue, so I'll probably keep that. So we'll change it up a little here and see if that helps. Final checks. Once again, I do have the battle theme removal mod working. In general, it's worked pretty well when I've actually remembered to put it on. There's been once or twice where basically like the game crashed, like you saw in one of the previous episodes, and then I forgot to reactivate it. But other than that, it's generally worked pretty well. Just a final check for these. I want to keep all of my gil, I think. I'm going to do my best. I've got 5 Phoenix Downs. I'm going to try to put them to good use. And we'll try and see if we can get by. Okay. So, what I don't want to do is have someone super slow right from the get-go. I think Mark is a bit quicker at least. 6, 9, 10. Yeah. But then again, I might immediately come in with a dark attack, so it kind of doesn't matter. Really, really slow. Anyway, let's go for it, see what happens. Cutscene remover mod also in effect. Here we go, straight into it. Now, let's have a look at the sensor text to start. Damage to push it over, and then 1,000 more to shove it back. When he tells you to get out of here, you better listen. And when Karifean tells you something in this mod, you also better listen. So 2,400 damage for the push off, that's quite a lot. For the push over, sorry. And then 1,000 more. Okay. So I want to start with Dark Attack. That's usually what I do against this guy. So we'll treat him as normal so far until we see. Obviously he uses aim to still give himself a bit of a chance. He's gonna push you harder in the Karifean mod, that's for sure. Power Break is usually the second thing that I do. So let's fire off one of those. That also stuck. So far, so good. Easy. Now, Usually, like, his defenses are quite strong, so he does half ice, and Orin literally doesn't have another weapon. So I have a feeling I'm not going to be using weapons much to kill him. It might be a bit of a... I've got my completely super slow crew out here. I don't want to do that. I'm going to change this back, honestly. For now, I'm probably going to need to do a lot of healing. I think that wasn't the right call. Get out of here. That's on Kimari. So we are definitely going to take that advice. Ah, I see. Okay. So gets afflicted with provoke when that happens. Okay. That means that we can kind of get away with not actually paying attention to that. What I mean is, I think with provoke, as soon as you leave the front line, the provoke also goes. So like, let's say we did this. Now obviously it's gone. And then when Kimari comes back in, I don't think it just comes back. Yeah. Okay, so as long as we're paying attention to the sensor here, I think we definitely have a better chance of making it work. Okay. I might as well get some cheers. I feel like there might be a stage of the fight where it's going to start to still use its punches and we won't be able to avoid them. But what I want to do, now that I have haste available, is actually to haste Lulu. I want to get Orin out of there. He's kind of done his job now. After getting the power break in. I think I probably won't be needing his services for a little while. Lulu coming in again. Gonna go for another focus. So I want 5 times focus with Lulu. And potentially Kimari, because he can actually use fire as well. So it will give us a like a 2-pronged attack here. Gonna try and haste up Lulu here. Okay. Dark attack, 417. Not bad, not bad. I think we did pretty well against that. Gonna keep him as quiet as I can. Just keep him under darkness for now. And we need Kimari and Lulu back in. So we are getting a little bit of overdrive happening here. I think thanks to the punch, honestly. So we'll do a cheer and then we'll get Lulu back in for the next round and do focus. Ah, shoosh, that was big. Wow. Almost 1,200 damage. So I think that's a bit of a, when he's under darkness, he either uses your next or he uses Blizzara. That's big. Okay, we do have healer activated, but I guess that means that we need to just use Null Frost instead. So of course I think Rook would have been a nice overdrive mode here. So if we keep him in darkness, we basically don't take damage, because we can always avoid the You're Next. But I think I'm still going to get my preps in while I'm here. I think the good thing about Yuna's agility at the moment is we can trade turns 1-for-1 with this guy. And so it's not too bad. Ah, no. Speaking of trading turns 1-for-1, he used Your Next on Kimari, who can't get out of there. So the provoke's kind of stuck on him. Ah, shit. Well, okay. At least he's not using a physical attack next. Sorry, a magic attack next. Now, who's the... I think Waka's another comrade guy, so I think maybe we should keep that. So we'll see what comes next. I'm going to wait because it's obviously going to be him that's targeted. We do have alchemy. So I'm just going to wait here. Ultra quick hit. Okay, wow. Yeah, that's probably like a rank 1 version, just like it used to be back in the day. So now, since he has Null Frost 2, we can go back and do this again. Yeah, so Wonka didn't have Comrade, he had a Tactician, now I remember. But again, the speed I'm not really happy with. Like, we're not getting enough turns here. I'm wondering if I should potentially haste up one more character, use an Ether, It's a bit bold. I might live to regret it, but I think since so much of this guy's fight is like a race against time and trying to do as much damage as quickly as possible, like especially when he's on his back and stuff, I feel like it might be a good call. So just a quick one here. I didn't play these turns out correctly. The first time fights against these are always so much sloppier, but it's kind of part of also the entertainment. And he learns Rook. So now we bring him back in. And we haste up Kimari. So at this point, basically, Kimari and Lulu can't die. Like, we need them to stay alive. And again, are we going to have enough MP to see this through to the end, is the question. Okay. So we're going to swap Tidus out and bring Lulu in, and then we're really going to get rolling. We're going to get the focuses in, and then we're going to start pounding the magic. So, Null Frost again, but with Kimari we're going to use Dark Attack this time to keep the darkness. So Lulu comes in. Right, so we have two hasted characters and Yuna who's quick enough to get a Null Frost in every time. So that's generally how we're going to play it, I think. This needs to be a Dark Attack. Hopefully it works. Yeah, Dark Attack almost always works. Oh no! I did not realize she didn't have Null Frost. That was bad. That was bad. So I mean, these first time attempts are always bad. And of course he targeted the one character. Let's just see actually. Does he always target the character with who doesn't have Null Frost, or were we just unlucky? And look at this, even though Kimari has haste, he's giving away 2 turns still. Man, that's so bad. That is extremely, extremely bad. At this stage, I don't know if it's better to just let him punch. Fills up the overdrives more. Maybe that's the better call. I don't know. That stupid, like, swirly Null Frost animation has been told. I was just unlucky. Of course I was just unlucky. Trouble is, Lulu's just so slow now that without haste, like, I feel like I just can't do the damage needed. That sucks. Anyway, let's begin and see what we can do. Like, an unhasted Lulu is just, it's almost useless at this stage. I feel like it just doesn't help at all. Man, I didn't want to use another ether. That's so bad. Just a foolish mistake. It's just, it's such a difficult challenge that it's just like you put 1 foot wrong, you're going to suffer. Just cannot make any mistakes. Like, you might think, okay, like, you know, it's a mistake, it costs you an ether, big whoop, but it's the kind of thing where, like, in the future, you could be in a really, really tough boss battle and you could have grinded your way through, and then you'd be like, oh man, like, I'm 1 ether away from winning, and then you won't have the ether when you need it. So, yeah, now it just gets really shitty because it slipped away, and this is what I mean, this is another way in which all of this stuff matters, where, yes, I can Dark Attack him, but then he's going to use the Blizzard move and it's going to kill basically everyone. So we have to take a chance again, hope Lulu survives. Okay, use it, get out of here. That's a little bit lucky. Yeah, we keep going here. But yeah, without focus as well, it's just not really doing very well. So it's just really hard to kind of put everything together here, especially if you make any mistakes. It's like I want to focus, but now Kimari's not in there, so it's like, let's Lancet. Ooh. Hey, that's nice. That is nice. We'll take that. And the full overdrive. So I'm going to keep that in the pocket for now. I'm sure it's going to become useful. Eventually. Not Oren. Does he have a Null Frost? He doesn't. Okay, we're closing in on that first, like, toppling over here. I wonder if... I've only got 15 MP. I'm like, is it worth giving him a silence attack? I reckon silence works too. But he's already down to 10 MP after that. That's just not very good. And I think basically for boss battles, if you're giving him Tactician, he needs enough MP to use all of the status attacks to get an overdrive. I think if he... Yeah, he's going to get like 95% overdrive, so this is basically a non-starter. So unless you use an Ether for Waka, he can never get an overdrive with this setup. He needs more MP to do it. So these are just things that you never think about, and it kind of becomes apparent the more you play. Really interesting. But just too slow. You leave anybody vulnerable here. Okay. Let's keep going. If we could get an overdrive with Yuna, that'd be great. I might just use MP to heal anyway, honestly. So we'll chip away some damage here. At least with his cheers, he's doing a little bit more here. $260 is a decent chunk. Get out of here to Kimari. And the darkness is gone. Okay. So now we're back in a better loop again. If I just hadn't have forgotten that Lulu didn't have Null Frost, it would have been okay, but... Can he... I think what I want to do, I want to see if I can have Waka with Null Frost in reserve, just in case I need to bring him in to do a dark attack. So we're going to take a hit here. Okay. I guess Blizzara is kind of randomized unless unless it's darkness, then he always uses it. So that's fine. And so now we're almost ready to go on the attack. It's taken me a little while, but I try my best to kind of get set up here. If he uses dark attack, it's not that big a deal. We're going to be attacking with magic, basically. But keeps using Blizzara. Interesting. Let's see. Let's conserve some MP here. Probably has magic defense where like Lancet wouldn't work. Oh, it would. Okay. Does almost 100.
Now, hit it hard and we can push it back.
Okay. I think we still need another focus here. But that's good enough for now. 496. Comes back with a blizzard. Okay. So again, we have to be careful. I'm willing to bet that that blizzard is a bit nasty. Like if you don't have good HP, you could die from it. That's the thing we've got to watch out. Now, I think still conserve MP, honestly. 261. It's fine. I feel like I kind of need it more with the dark attack. Again, conserve a bit of MP here. Basically, Kimari should be able to get it on the next turn anyway. 215, yeah, can definitely do 215 damage. And then I'll move it like this so that I can already get on the attack for the next set. So I'm pretty sure he can't push you over, but you have to push him over. Yeah, so that's where the white wind comes in that we saw earlier that Kimari picked up. That's the general idea here. So now, also, Power Break is gone. For now, I still think we're in a good place. I'm gonna continue to... I'm gonna put the pressure on early now. So Dark Attack and just start getting in there immediately with this. Hopefully this doesn't hit Waka. That'll make my life a bit easier. Perfect. We'll take that. Actually, we won't take that. It's annoying. Again, he's so slow. I keep forgetting how slow he is. Yeah, we know it's going to be him that gets hit, so... I think, again, in the name of making more progress, I'm hoping Waka with over 1000 HP should survive this. And he does have Darkness. Oh. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was still going to hit. Okay. Back to Null Frost. So again, we're not really getting the overdrives here, but... I'm wondering if Warrior might just about be enough. We'll see. Yeah, 257 is decent. So good progress here. We're starting to speed it up, and we still have an overdrive. We're not going to get one with Yuna. It's too much work. Okay, get out of here. Yeah, definitely played it a bit risky there. I should have done Dark Attack instead. It just about wore off, so that was a little bit lucky, I have to say. Honestly, if it's Darkness, is it one of these where it's like, it's fine to just keep it like this? At least I'll avoid the Blizzara. 251. Don't think there's anyone that can definitely do 251 damage. But since it's an ultra quick here, I shouldn't let him do it. At least we should knock it over again, yeah. Okay. Now, he still has his Null Frost, which is good. Yeah, I think we just wait here. As in, like, we can do this to make sure that we reapply the Null Frost before their next moves. So then I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it out. As in, push him further back again, and then for the final one I can potentially start to unload overdrives. So keep the overdrive for that. Okay. Heal up. What we need to do, once it gets back up, I need to reapply the Darkness and stuff after White Wind happens, so I have to be careful with that. Okay, here we go. So White Wind, Darkness is gone. Okay. So now we've got enough MP to reapply one more time. Boom. So the loop is looking pretty good so far. I think we have this under control. And Lulu's closing in on an overdrive. But you can see Waka's going to be just short. Which is a shame. Warrior's not working too bad. Oh, man. Just when the loop was looking good. Just when the loop was looking good. Okay. I think same deal here, honestly. We keep pushing, I think. We don't want Lulu KO'd here. And everyone is okay here. Unfortunately, just attacking obviously would be completely pointless here. And she's too far away from an overdrive to do anything else, so... I would love to attack with her, but I just can't take the risk. I think we just wait. So use a Zara. Okay. I think at this stage we stop being quick enough to use Null Frost and trade 1 for 1. I'm sure that doesn't work anymore. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Two things back to back. Lulu's so close to an overdrive, I really don't want her to die now. How do we stop him from killing anyone with 2 turns back to back? That's the question. I think we still go Null Frost here, and we just hope for the best. We didn't power break, so I think the punch is going to take someone out. Oof. Okay, that worked out really well, actually. I think that worked out really well. Woo! Okay. The last dark attack that we have. Okay. Can we knock him on his back? 205. We could if Kimari wasn't under darkness, but of course he is. So... Actually, I think this is enough. On his back? Yes, I think so. Okay, I think we're really close here. Get that fire in. Overdrive. Being able to finish this with the Lulu overdrive is extra nice here. It's rare that you get to enjoy this. So Lulu, if you cannot do like 400 damage or like 500 damage or whatever's left, I will cry. Yeah, 8 should be the benchmark. There you go. 1,600 damage. Get cooked. There it is. I always love that. Like, it's such a... That almost never happens in this game. Like, those kind of little animations and stuff. But there we go. Things got a little bit scary once the Chocobo feather came in. But we got it done. Whew. What? I was kind of just like instinctively mashing through. 10 sphere levels, holy shit. The next boss battle is Sin Spawn Gui. That's quite a long way away, and it's a big power step up. So I guess he needed to give you that many. 10 Chocobo feathers, a light shield, and an agility sphere. That's actually really interesting. Because one thing I've been curious about with this mod is, to what extent does it turn into Karifean's kind of set everything on rails to such an extent where he's got one thing in mind. You know, there's one build, there's one way to play, there's one set of stats that you end up with, there's only one set of equipment you can have, and there's only one strategy that you can generally employ to beat a boss. But obviously, as we've seen, the game does expand out a little bit, and the mod does appear to give you some leeway in terms of how to prepare and structure your run. And so it's going to increasingly, I think, look a little bit different depending on who's playing it, which I think is generally the hallmark of a very good mod. And the agility sphere is going to be one of those things, because I've been complaining about agility a lot, and for anyone watching that's a little bit less kind of clued up about how agility exactly works, I'm not going to go into it in depth. I have a big CTB video that I think everybody should watch. It's called The Magic of Final Fantasy X CTB System or something like that. I'm sure you'll find it. But in a nutshell, the lowest agility you can have in a no sphere grid game, like let's just say you didn't level your characters up at all and you had base stats, is 5. And you will notice that in the Karifean mod, we have 3 characters with less than 5 agility. And that means that basically these guys are so slow that they're even slower than a no sphere grid game where your character didn't level up at all. It's like negative. They're literally more handicapped than a no sphere grid in terms of their agility. It's horrible. So if you were to, for example, look up a stat mechanics guide, basically the agility, the higher the agility goes, you reach different tiers of tick speed. Tick speed is essentially how many ticks it takes for your next turn to come. And these guys, obviously, they're extremely low. But what we need to do is try to get them up as many tiers as we can to obviously make the turns come more quickly. So generally, my path continues the same. With Kimari, I'm going to cash in these sphere levels and really start to grab these agility spheres here, we really need to give him a boost. And then I think I'm left with a choice between Auron and Lulu. Lulu's going to get a little boost. She's going to go up to 4, but I would love to give her 4 more. That would be great. Auron, at the moment, I'm leaning towards giving it to Lulu because Auron, I feel like he's going to be built to... He's going to be built to be a counter-attacking sentinel guard kind of guy, like tanky guy. So him having less agility is kind of offset a little bit by the fact that he still gets attacks in as a result of counter-attack and guard and those things combining. So I feel like ultimately Lulu's probably the best choice. She just basically becomes unusable. Like anything below like Waka at the moment is just so slow that it's unusable. And so since we can save Kimahri from that, we can save Lulu as well, and I think we'll probably take that path for now. So let's start to cash some of these things in. We can use haste a few more times, so that's perfect. I think we're up to 32 now. Yeah. So that's 4 hastes at our disposal. And what is this? Provoke. Ah, interesting. Yeah, if there's anything that challenge players will know, it's that Provoke is one of those abilities that many of us never really used properly, didn't really know what it did, or like we used it and we're like, this doesn't feel any different, or like, what's the point? And then eventually you realize that for some boss battles especially, it's incredibly OP. And so, doesn't surprise me at all that Karifean has employed Provoke. So we're going to see which battles it's going to really make a difference for. Should be interesting. I feel like if there's any battle that seems like unreasonably difficult, you're like, what the hell, like this is stupid, that's probably a time to use Provoke. It might cost me some deaths, because I do think what he would have also done is have it so that Provoke, like if you use it against the wrong enemy sometimes, it's going to do a move that's going to completely like wreck you. So yeah, we'll see. We're definitely going to experiment with it, and thanks to like autosave and throwing in as many saves as I can, it's going to be fine. So we're still on a clear streak for the bosses, but we've died on Mihen Highroad, so we'll see. I mean, it feels like since we hit Mihen Highroad, the random encounters have been basically the toughest thing that I've faced. Obviously with a boss, there's like one puzzle to solve, but with the random encounters, it's like every encounter depends on which set it is, which individual one it is it an ambush, is it preemptive, like there's so many different mini puzzles to solve that I think it's definitely very challenging. So, let's go here first, pick up the extra mana. As you've seen, he has Dark Attack, he has Esuna, and he has Fire, so very useful. Now, 7. If we go up here just to grab one more, because he's got Lancet as well, he can get MP back. Might be worth taking that. I need to have a quick look at the tick speed tiers. So Kimahri right now is on 3 agility, which is literally not in the FAQ as I mentioned. Like it's so low that it's not even mentioned. Like you have to probably go into the game's files to know what the tick speed is for agility 2. But if we push him up to 5 or more, he goes up a tier, 7 or more up a tier, and then 10 or more up a tier, and then 12 or more. So 5, 7, 10, 12. They're the key numbers. So every time he goes up one of those thresholds, his turns will literally come quicker on the CTB. So it's on 3. If I go up here, then I'm allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the maximum I could get is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it makes too big a difference, I think. Let's just keep going this way. Because depending on the movement, I unlock literally a double. So we're going to do it this way. So the plan is generally get his agility up and then make my way back towards that flare, having picked up some more MP. So, 2 more sphere levels. We can pick up 3 here, or we can pick up 1, 2, 4 here. So obviously take the 4. And that should take him all the way up to 13, no? Okay. So that means he was on agility 3 before. Let's say if 5 and 6 is a tick speed, then 3 and 4 is probably a tick speed. So it's probably a tick speed below that. He's gone up 1, 2, 3. He's like 4 tiers quicker in terms of his agility now. So hopefully that will make a big, meaningful difference in combat. And Yuna, like her base agility for this mod is generally okay. So I think we'll manage. Although obviously having a quicker, more agile healer is also very nice, but Lulu's is just so extremely low that I can't let her carry on like that. It's horrendous. So yeah, sorry if this is a little bit boring, but for challenge runners, this is like the bread and butter of this stuff. Prey is nice. MP free healing. Cool. Yeah, like this stuff is like where you really, you know, you start to plan ahead, you think about things. It's important stuff. It's not the most exciting, but this is where the magic happens. So, here I'm going to plant my agility sphere. So this is what I mean. Someone, for example, could do it for Waka, could do it for someone else, and already you have a pretty different looking playthrough. Like where everything is so tight, and like one mistake or one difference in how you do things could make the difference. It's gonna matter quite a lot. Okay, so let's have a look at status now. So Lulu with a much more respectable 10 agility now. Waka with a slow 8. Kimari with a very good 13. Yuna 11. Karifean / Tidus 13. Oren 3. So Oren's obviously the odd one out here. But as I say, the guard / counter-attacking kind of mechanics that he has, I'm hoping that that's going to kind of override things a little here. So that's the plan. Okay, my friends, I'm wrapping it up for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you are continuing to enjoy the series. Please remember to hit the like button if you haven't already. And thank you, as always, to Karifean for producing this amazing mod for us all to enjoy. I will see you for the next one. Thank you for watching. Take care.